Fly Pelican, fly Pelican, fly Pelican. And I tell them that birds of a feather flock together. Fly die, I'm a Pelican forever. Pelican forever. Ain't gon' lie, I feel flyer than I ever been. We stay ballin', this New Orleans, I'm a Pelican. It's going down in the nest, wild, wild west. Come in town and you best show us some respect. 3-point threat, I better make it rain. If it's up, then don't jump stupid like your ankle sprain. Always said, never hate the player, hate the game. Jumpin' where the dame late, punch a train. Post game, Big Q, talking about business. Bird gang, YouTube, they ain't flocking with us. Lock up the division mission, get into the finals. Finish competition, then it's going win the title. I know this flyer than you can get. Such a threat that the refs just might call a tag. You could double, you could press, but you can't check. Right, left, slide by you like a Eurostep. Fly Pelican, fly Pelican, fly Pelican. And I tell them that birds of a feather flock together. Fly die, I'm a Pelican forever. Pelican forever. And never, and never, and never, and never, and never, and never say birds of a feather flock together. Yeah, fly die, I'm a Pelican forever. Pelican forever.
Was to win their minutes and to do it together. And I thought everybody played a role. Kyra, Dyson, Hawk, Matt Ryan, JV had a big game tonight. Across the board, Herb, CJ, I can go down the line, BIZ. So Larry, collectively, our group just came in with the mentality to execute offensively. And then everything started with our defense, our ability to get stops, keep this team out of transition. We know that that's something good that they do. And it's hard to win in this building. So we'll take it.
First time in 6 games, as a matter of fact. This new offense, we finally got a good look at it. It seemed like it started really clicking towards the end of that second quarter. What did you like best about what you saw out there tonight?
Trusting each other, moving the ball. You get 2 guys on you, just continue to share it, continue to trust, shoot open shots. And that's the beauty in watching our offense, is that we want to be a team that makes sure everybody's touching it, moving, cutting, and we got work to do. We can improve, we can get better, but it's better to teach off of a win.
What do you think CJ's approach offensively?
CJ was elite tonight. His shooting, his playmaking, he was gutsy on defense, and it's what we're going to need out of him every game. But he did a great job this summer of really working and coming in elite shape, and it shows tonight.
Zion outscored until that dunk right before halftime. What did you think about him just kind of picking up steam as that game went along?
It was great to see him just fight through it. He was maybe a little out of rhythm to start, had a few turnovers, but he just settled into the game. He didn't complain much. We tried to get the ball in his hands, and he made plays for himself and his teammates. Yeah. It was huge for us. You guys was watching it. It kind of shifted the momentum. And we're going to need those guys to continue to hit big shots for us. You're open, fire that thing up.
And just in general, you talked a lot about the 3-point attempts on 4 in that first quarter, and then another rise. Is that something you guys talked about and how those attempts up?
We didn't. That's the way the game was flowing. And whenever we got middle, they do a great job of being at the nail and helping, and the early easy pass was there for us. So we had opportunities to take open threes, and we got 32 up. That's okay. That's solid. We can get a few more, but I like our percentage from three tonight.
See a swing player getting rotation minutes very often. Game number one, you guys signed him on Sunday. What did you guys decide? Maybe what's kind of the prioritization?
We talked about it, who was going to play, were we going to play 9, maybe 10, and I had an opportunity to talk to Matt and learn more about him. And when I talked to him, and
The Q, you ain't got no volume if you're talking. What's up, family? Sign in. Pels got the dub. All right. Technical difficulties we are having. But what's up, family? Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. All right, all right. So we back online. Well, welcome. welcome. Moonlighting is Big Q to the Pelican post game report. Well, we're gonna give y'all things on our news Pelicans. Coming with some good news today. We got the dub. The Pels got it all together. They look more like they did in the last game against Orlando Magic instead of how they looked for most of the preseason. Even though we had some rough spots, y'all heard Willie give you the breakdown of it, man. I'm sure he's excited to talk today. Nobody don't never want to get behind the camera after a loss, but everybody will talk after a dub. But good win, man. I'm glad with what I saw and thought the Pels looked a little different, but at the same time, looked a lot the same. Rough night for Zion. He still was able to figure it out towards the end of the game. Kind of was our closer in the fourth quarter. We saw all the hype, and I guess about CJ McCullough. You know, he looked pretty good tonight. BI looked okay. You know, starters did turn the ball over a lot. And our bench got it going, man. They was able to handle the business. We could go over some of the statistics, get into the meat and potatoes of things. But first, before I do that, I want to there we go. Back in here, man. Like I was saying, try to bring Lexa in the show if I have the power to do so. And get
I'm
her
here.
input on what's going on. There you go. I don't know what's going on. That's just a tough night, huh? We starting off rocky just like the Pels.
Well, I had it on mute. I was just,
Okay.
yeah, I was just waiting, because y'all, going in and out. So,
But you standing strong, huh?
Oh yeah. Great game tonight.
Oh yeah.
Got the
What you saw?
W.
What's that? Go ahead and give us a little bit of your insight on what you saw at the game before I go over the stats and statistics.
Okay. The game was rough. It was bracing at times. They looked kind of stiff out there, like they weren't comfortable, especially in the first half. Then they started to pick it up a little bit in the second. But because the roles have changed and really incorporating this new offense, polishing up things on the defensive end, I think everybody was kind of playing, kind of skittish. So, but for the most part, with all the different errors, I mean, they're not going to have everything figured out like in the first game, because they're incorporating a new offense and everything. But other than that, I mean, we got the W. It's a good win. It's a good win to grow off of. Go back, look at film, get better, and and show up and show out an improved version, against the Knicks. I didn't like the turnovers.
Right.
The turnovers are that's just a turnoff. And Pelicans in the past have always had problems with the turnovers. I mean, that's nothing new, especially starting the season off. So we got to fix that quick, fast, and in a hurry. But I think for the most part, things went well. I think we still have to improve on throwing the ball down in the post, throwing lobs. That's still, I mean, some were successful, but a lot of them were unsuccessful. We got to fix that because those are easy bunnies. Those are easy points. We got to get those. Got to get those every single time. But I mean, really, that's really all I saw. So.
All right. Yeah, a lot of the same sentiments. I definitely agree. And we can get to the blueprint or the breakdown of what happened through these stats. So let's go over the percentages. Let's see. Got the Pels with 40 field goals. We took 85 shots, made 40 of them. Grizzlies took 91, made 38 of them. So That left us with a total of 47% field goal percentage on the night, which leaves the Grizzlies with 41%. We were killing them at the 3-point line. We got 32 of them things up, and we hit 14 of them, family, for 43%. Memphis, in turn, they shot more than us, but they didn't make more. They shot 43 and hit 12 of them for 27%. The Pels also went and handled their business at the line. Could always be better, but I ain't gonna complain with 77% to all the nights I saw 60. So we hit 22 out of 17 for that. The Grizzlies actually the worst free throw shooting team in the league last year, but they managed to shoot 80% tonight, 20 free throws, hitting 16 of them. The Pels dominated on the boards, hitting 52, getting 52 rebounds, and Memphis turned in 37. 11 of those were offensive for the Pels, 8 of them were offensive for the Grizzlies, leaving us with 41 defensive rebounds and them with 29. We had some assists going. I would like to see more with the way that we're going to facilitate the ball, but we only had 22 tonight. Grizzlies had 23. When we get to the steals, we were even neck and neck at that at 8 apiece. Pels had 5 blocks, but the Grizzlies win in this category because they had 7. As far as the turnovers total, we had 21 total turnovers, and Memphis had 13. Fast break points for the Pels was 7, and the Grizzlies 2. So great job to us shutting off the transition game. That's what the Grizzlies want to do. They want to get those turnovers and get out run. We kind of shut that down. Fast breaks. Points in the paint, 46-50. Memphis takes the lead in that. And fouls, it was 21 our way, 19 theirs. No techs, well, 1 tech from Memphis. No flagrants. Largest lead of the game, 17 points for the Pels, and the Memphis largest lead was 8. And we took that largest lead late in the game. Like to see it. What do you think about these stats and statistics, Alexa? And point out some of them that you think impacted the game as far as how we won.
I think getting to the free throw line, I think that was a plus. I like the fact that we did attack the paint. I know that Memphis got an edge on that, but we still attacked. I mean, I don't, it wasn't by that much. I don't know. This game was weird, but I don't really know what stat really, because this was a rough game. It wasn't a perfect game because there was a lot of things that the Pels could have did better. I will say this: the Pels could have did a better job in the assist department because there were moments where the assists could have gone up. You saw them, but we missed out on those opportunities. But when we fix that, because they basically turn into turnovers. But yeah, I think, man, those turnovers bother me.
I see, because you ain't even talking about that great 3-point percentage we got at 43%. I thought that was the highlight.
No, hey, Matt Ryan was a great pickup. Okay, hey, man, he erased that Lakers tying 3. Okay, he erased that with his performance on tonight. I done forgot about that. So, but yeah, I mean, he did his thing when he came in. He really gave a spark behind the arc, and we needed it because I don't think anybody else was really hitting from behind the arc once he came in the game.
Well, he hit like 3 in a row.
Yeah, and we didn't get a lot of them, but the efficiency of it was definitely there. So, but yeah, them turnovers, man. We got to improve that. Just the opportunities. Every time you get assists, every time you get a turnover, it takes away an opportunity.
Right.
We don't know what that opportunity could have become. So, I mean, it just kind of bothers you a little bit, as well as missed assists. So,
right. Yeah, the turnovers, they definitely gonna get at you, and the way we were getting them, I think that's what made it a frustrating game. So I kind of agree with you. We had a bunch of blocks. Man, Zion got blocked so many times. Like, it was crazy. Some of
Yeah,
those were fouls, obviously, but
yeah,
other ones were clean blocks. So we just were kind of clunky there, and like you said, getting the ball into the post. And
yeah,
they definitely got to clean it up, man, with those turnovers. But I didn't see them, kind of converting to, I guess, what you would call hero ball, or just your turn, my turn, like we would do sometimes. So that was definitely encouraging that they were trying to stick with the offensive game plan. And I think as long as they can kind of work out those kinks, man, we probably in for a treat because the Pels were what we led this game by 17 points, and I say they played like a B- game, and
yeah.
they pretty much
Yeah,
dominated still. So
yeah. It wasn't a good game. I mean, I think in CJ's presser after the game, he stated that they should have won by 15, and
right,
I mean, very much so. Like, I felt like the pace was kind of slow. Like, the pace really wasn't pushed like I had expected, because that's one thing that Willie Green, really pushed, as far as pushing pace and playing with force, as he would say. So um, I think I don't think I really care for Zion in the post. I think he was in the post too much. Like, I think he can do post moves sometimes, but not on a regular where his back is to the basket. Going up against 7 footers, like that's really challenging for a six, 7 guy going up against 7 footers with your back to the basket. I don't care who you are, So I would really like to see him do more from top of the key, because he really got to the foul line, you know, by putting the defense on their heels. But yeah, back to the basket, he can't do that all the time. Henceforth, when he was going up, doing his spin or whatever move he was doing, you know what I'm saying? They're already up there. They're already waiting for him. And defensive players, similar to Triple J, they're going to be ready for that, because you're already up there. You got inches. So all you got to
hmm
do is time or stay disciplined with your hands up. But yeah, I don't want him to do that too much. Now, he was successful in some of them, but not 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 too much. You know what I'm saying? It has to be a happy medium.
right.
And he did hit a mid range too.
Yeah, if you hit that little mid range step back, that was nice, man. But it's kind of easy to affect Zion when all you got to do is throw a body on him. You get past the first guy, and then you're just gonna play safety back there. They completely ignored JV a lot of times when he was out there with Zion. I think that was kind of like what you're saying, as far as him playing with his back to the basket. He can't if we don't have a center that off ball defender feels like he has to respect in some type of way. I don't know who that guy would be or how they want to go about that, if they want to play that style, but they definitely gotta change that up. I agree with you on that too. But you got something you want to reply to that?
Yeah, with JV, I kind of feel like it would be nice for them to dump it down to him a little bit more, to give him the opportunity to do something.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've been saying this for a long time. JV has a skill set, and it's not utilized. When you don't utilize a player to their fullest potential, well, the thing is, naturally, they're going to be a hindrance to the team. We can say, okay, we need to trade him, but right now he's on the team. We ain't about to trade him right now. So since he's on the team, we might as well utilize him, so he can become a threat. But I know there was a couple of times where he was calling for the ball down low, and they didn't get the ball down to the post. Anytime a post player is down there, set up, and they have their hands sticking out to the side, hey man, they calling for the ball. They have their man pinned. Get the ball to him. I mean, that's basic fundamentals. They teach you that. They teach you that in middle school. Man, when they have the defender pin, you got to get the ball down there to him. Don't make them do all that work and then you flip it to the other side. But I just think he just if instead of thinking okay JV doesn't fit, we need to get rid of him. The dude is on the team. Let's figure out a way to use him. Because right now they're not about to trade him.
Right. I agree, Alexa, and I'll say this, and then we're gonna go on to the player statistics.
Okay.
JV, I've been saying this since maybe the beginning of last season. We need to look at what Memphis did with JV. We should use
there you
him
go.
in the same capacity. And let me give you a little hope. I saw the Pels finally do that. I almost shed a tear. They did it tonight. The Pels actually ran JV with the second unit. And outside of CJ McCullough, he was kind of like the main guy, and they were trying to go through him. So maybe that is something they're looking to do. It was in the fourth quarter because they know if the game is tight, they don't want to close the game with JV. So I thought that was very intelligent to run him with the second unit, preferably when we didn't have a lot of scores out there too, where you can kind of go through him and let him operate on the block, because that's the best way to utilize Jay-Z. I mean, Jay-Z. JV.
Uh-oh. About to spit some bars.
Bro. But if we are able to do that and get him to get a lot of his minutes with the second unit, you still definitely can use him with the starters. I just don't think playing with trying to have Zion back to the basket, like you said, with JV down there, like it's just creating an unfair advantage for Zion with the help defender. Like we can't do that when JV's out there too much. But running him with that second unit, man, letting it breathe, and then also doing the point Zion to like mess with the matchups. If the Pels can figure out that balance, I think they can be really dangerous with JV, and we won't even have to worry about the trade him talk because we got enough defensive guys that aren't bigs. While I saw them kind of like not allowing people to get to the paint, even though we don't really have a rim protector out there. So I do have faith in us being able to play that type of style defense, or just throw Larry Nance out there and still make it work that way too. But let's get into these player statistics, and we can talk about that and go ahead and preview this next game coming up on Saturday when we play the New York Knicks, y'all. So starting off with the winners, man, it feel good. You know, who's going through the preseason games. Gotta name the other team first. Starting off with the winners, we're going to go with Zion, man. He was 9 for 17. No three-point shots. I would have loved to see him take one at least. Every game need to take at least one. 5 for 7 from free throw line. 4 offensive rebounds from Zion. 3 defensive rebounds. 7 total. 3 assists, 0 steals, 0 blocks. 3 turnovers for Zion. Finishing with 23 points. That's pretty damn good considering how I started. It was a struggle. Oh, yeah, he did.
This was a struggle for him, but I mean that's Zion, man. That's crazy.
Yeah. I know, right? 9 to 17 is a horrible game for Zion.
Yeah.
Bi turned in 7 for 18. You know, he had his little struggles. He looked real sharp at spots. 5 for 6 from free throw line. No offensive rebounds. 7 defensive rebounds though. 7 total. 6 assists. 2 steals out of Bi. 0 blocks. 5 turnovers, turn it in 19 points. Then we got our man Herb Jones. Herb went 4 for 8 on the night, 50%, 2 for 3 from the 3-point line. So, you know, Herb's improved 3-point percentage may not be a mirage that we saw in the preseason. 3 for 5 from free throw line, 3 offensive rebounds, 5 defensive, 8 in total, 3 assists, a steal and a block, 3 turnovers, and 13 points. Herb with the almost double-double. Good game from him. JV, 4 for 7 from the field, 2 for 4 from 3-point line, 2 for 2 from free throw line, 1 offensive rebound. No, I'm sorry.
Okay. Didn't he have a double-double?
I started naming CJ stuff.
Okay.
12 defensive rebounds. That's
all
right. 12 rebounds total, 1 assist, 1 block, 3 turnovers, 12 points on the night. Solid night from JV considering the circumstances. And then you got the man of the hour. If I had to give somebody player of the game, it would be Mr. CJ McCollum. He was 8 for 16, 6 for 11 from 3-point line, 2 for 2 from free throw line, 1 offensive rebound, 3 defensive rebounds, 4 total, 6 assists, 2 steals, a block, only 2 turnovers, 24 points for CJ. Great game from him. Then you got the bench guys, Larry Nance, 1 for 2, 50% on the night, no 3-pointers, no free throws, 1 offensive rebound, 7 defensive, 8 rebounds total. He had a steal, 2 turnovers in 15 minutes out there. Matt Ryan, man of the hour, our best bench player of the night. 14 minutes he turned in, shot 50% from 3-point line, shooting 3 for 6 from there, as well as from the field. 1 rebound, 1 assist, no turnovers, a lot of solid connector type passes, and just intelligent basketball play from Matt Ryan. Man, I feel like I'm cheating the Saints. I like Matt Ryan now. This is crazy. Kyra Lewis, 11 minutes from Kyra. Couldn't find a shot. He couldn't hit a shot. 0 for 3 on the night. 0 for 2 from 3-point line. He had a block and 1 turnover. But all in all, I thought he did what he was supposed to do when he was out there. He didn't make any huge mistakes, but nothing more than that. Jordan Hawkins, the rookie, man, he hit his first shot. 1 for 2 on the night. 1 for 2 from 3-point line. He had 2 assists. Nailed the 3-pointer with the shot clock running down. Shout out to Hawk with his first points of his NBA career. So we'll see where that goes. And then you had Dyson Daniels, 3 for 6 on the night, 0 for 1 from 3-point line, 2 offensive rebounds, 3 rebounds, 5 total, 2 steals and a block out of Dice with 2 turnovers and 6 points on the night. Then you got the losers, the Memphis Grizzlies. Jared Jackson Jr. was 2 for 9 on the night, 0 for 5 from the 3-point line. But I was liking every time he kept ran that shit up because none of them were going in. 4 for 4 from the free throw line, 1 offensive rebound, 4 defensive rebounds, 5 rebounds on the night, 3 assists, and 5 blocks, which was where he was shining at and getting on our damn nerves. 8 points in total for Jared Jackson Jr. Then you have his running mate, Xavier Tillman Sr., who actually did most of the scoring that we thought Jared Jackson would have did. He was 7 for 16 on the night, 1 for 5 from 3-point line, 2 for 2 from free throw line, 4 offensive rebounds, 8 rebounds, 8 defensive rebounds, 12 rebounds total, 4 assists, 3 steals, and a block, and 17 points on the night for Mr. Xavier Tillman Sr. Pretty solid game from him. Zaire Williams, 4 for 7 from the field, 1 for 3 from 3-point line. This is the guy that they took over Trey Murphy. 4 defensive rebounds, 4 rebounds in total, 1 turnover, and 9 points on the night. Marcus Smart, the new addition, coming there from where the Celtics. Guess he's taking over for Dylan Brooks, and he had a solid game. 6 for 11 from the field, mostly floaters. I don't think he can miss a damn floater tonight. 2 for 6 from the 3-point line, 3 for 6 from the free throw line, no rebounds. It's kind of weird. 3 assists, 2 steals, and 5 turnovers out of Marcus Smart, turning in 17 points on the night. Then you got the man of the hour, the ball on their team, top scorer, Desmond Bain. He was 11 for 22 from the field, 5 for 10 from the 3-point line, shooting 50% all the way across the board. 4 for 5 from the free throw line, 5 rebounds total, all defensive, 5 assists, 2 steals, and a block on Zion. I was like, damn, another one. 31 points on the night, and we pretty much had no answer for him, but it really didn't matter. We still got the dub. Jay Lavera, I don't know his first name, so I'm just going with the initial on this one. 1 for 3, 0 for 2 from the 3-point line, no free throws, 2 rebounds, an assist, a steal, 2 points on the night. And you got Rowdy, was 4 for 7 from the field, 1 for 3 from the 3-point line, 4 rebounds total, 1 offensive. Well, I'm sorry, 5 rebounds total, 1 offensive. All the others are defensive, obviously. 2 assists, 1 turnover, 9 points on the night. Derrick Rose came into a standing ovation, but he went 3 for 11 on the night, 2 for 4 from 3-point line. Hit a couple of 3-pointers, one of them after we hit one. 1 offensive rebound, 1 defensive rebounds, 2 total, 3 assists, no turnovers, and his old number from when he played for the Memphis Tigers. D Rose, man. Luke Kennard was our saving grace because he shot 5, all 3-pointers. Luke Kennard shoots 50% normally. He ain't hit nothing tonight. He was 3 for 3 from free throw line when Dice fouled him. 2 rebounds total, 1 offensive, 2 assists, and 1 turnover from Luke Kennard. Lexa, feel free to elaborate and express yourself on these players' statistics.
Yeah, I don't well, let me start off. I know this is kind of weird, but I think with Kyra, I think he needs to understand his situation a little bit more because he's getting opportunities right now, especially while players are out. And I know this is the first game. I don't like to be too harsh on the first game, but he's got to do a whole lot more. You know what I'm saying? It's like, dude, right now you are playing for minutes. You're competing for minutes because when Najee gets healthy, when Trey gets healthy, when Jose gets healthy, right now it's looking like you're gonna be pushed back. You know what I'm saying? So there's that pressure is not on J-Hop like it is for him. But really, he's not doing that much better than J-Hawk. J-Hawk is right there with him. You know, so he's got to do a little bit more.
That's saying a lot, Lex.
I mean, when you look at their stats, it's like, dude, this is year what? You got to be more assertive.
Year 5.
You got to be more aggressive. You
No,
have
wait,
to.
year 4.
I think 4. Yeah. But yeah, he's got to do more. But I mean, everybody was solid. I think the game was rough. Like it wasn't a perfect game. So just looking at everybody's stats, if you didn't watch the game and you just saw the stats, you'd be like, oh man, it was a great game. No, if you watched the game, it was rough. Okay, it was ugly. Okay, there's a lot of ebbs and flows. So yeah, the stats are solid, but looking at the game and just looking at the stats, it's like two different worlds. That makes sense.
Yeah, definitely. Who you feel like? I guess give me some players that really stood out to you and you thought did their thing tonight.
Oh, well, definitely CJ. He had it going. He was making me nervous though, handling the rock at times. I'm like, Lord Jesus, please, pass the ball. You know what I'm saying? So he did make me nervous, but there was a couple of times where he threw the ball to JV and JV got it back to him off the screen. And, he just went up and shot it, which that right there, that's definitely like, that's those CJ moments right there. We need more of that. But yeah, CJ, I mean, obviously, as ugly as he was for Zion, I mean, he did well. B.I. did well. Again, the turnovers, because I think B.I. had like 5 and
B.I.
Zion had like 3 or something.
CJ was a lone man out. He the only one who had 2. JV had 3. Herb had 3. So our starting lineup had almost all the turnovers.
Yeah, and then I don't know. Herb he shot well. Matt Ryan, I mean, he stuck out for him to just get on the team.
Man, he gonna take somebody minutes. He keep playing like that.
Yeah. As soon as he started making them, I was like, oh shoot, Kyra. You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Be like, oh, okay. Well, this guy, he's he's performing at a high level. He's being successful out there. So, hey man, that's how this thing works. And he just got on the team, and he's a vet. So, he knows what he's doing out there. He understands his strengths, and he's not shy on putting that ball up in the air. So, I like that.
That's what I like about him. He took all good shots, too. I didn't see him take any shots, force anything. So, excellent game from Matt Ryan, man. He definitely stood out to me. The player that also stood out, I guess we give an honorable mention on a stat line wasn't crazy, but I like what I saw from Dyson Daniels. There was a point in this game where I thought it was going to be a night for him. He kind of cooled off, but Dice is playing with a lot more aggression, assertiveness, a lot more confidence, and he's still that same guy defensively. And you see his offensive game actually growing. He's way more decisive. So shout out to Dice, man. I thought he turned in some quality minutes. So
Yeah, when
but
he
let's
first got the ball on the offensive end, he took it inside.
yeah, immediately.
Yeah,
Immediately.
and
Not
and
no
he didn't
hesitation.
hesitate. Yeah, he didn't
Mhm.
hesitate. I like that.
But let's get into this next matchup. We're gonna go ahead and go over the Knicks matchup. So the matchup indicator is predicting the Pels to win by 61%. Knicks have 38% chance of winning. They have no players injured. Obviously, we still missing Najee, um,
Jose.
Jose, and Trey Murphy. Man, we need those guys too. You can see it tonight. They bring a lot of energy. I think if those guys would have played, we would have been a lot more up tempo.
Yeah,
Than them not being there. So missing out on them is definitely big, and we're gonna have to go do it
especially
again.
experience.
Yeah, we got to go do it again in the Garden against the Knicks.
I
But
thought that's a home game.
is it?
Yeah,
Oh
that's
yeah,
their
it
first
is.
home
Oh yeah,
game.
you're right. I'm sorry. The Pelicans at the Smoothie King Center. I don't know how I missed that. Forgive me, y'all. I'm hosting
Oh,
tonight. A little
oh, you
rusty.
all right?
But yeah, we got to go there and face the Jalen Brunson
Yeah.
led Knicks team. They still got Julius Randle over there,
Mm-hmm.
who I don't know why he's even still there. They've been trying to trade the guy. Last
Yeah.
I heard, they was trying to trade him, R.J. Barrett, and Mitchell Robinson for Joel Embiid. I don't think that's
Yeah.
going to happen, no. But Jalen Brunson led team with the Knicks, man. He leads them in scoring. Don't have his official scoring up here as of yet because I don't think they played a game yet or they haven't uploaded the stats. See if I can find it. No, actually, Julius Randle is leading them in scoring right now with 25 points a game, and Jalen Brunson has 24 points a game. Um, Julius Randle also got 10 rebounds, 4 assists, and obviously 3 turnovers. And Jalen Brunson, 6 assists, a steal, and 2 turnovers himself. And then you got R.J. Barrett be the next man up with 19 points a game, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, and 3 turnovers, 2.2 turnovers. Emmanuel Quigley, they little spark plug off the bench, 14 point a night guy, along with Quentin Grimes, who's I think also one of the 3 point shooters. So then they got Josh Hart over there, former hometown hero of ours, averaging 10 points a game, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, and almost 2 steals, man. Josh Hart was balling out for them, man. So we got to go in there, figure out a way to contain the New York Knickerbockers. What the hell is a Knickerbocker anyway?
Oh, hey, say it really fast and you'll know.
Knickerbocker. Knickerbocker. But what would you say the keys to victory would be for this game, Lex?
Clean up on the turnovers. Don't shoot ourselves in the foot. Definitely got to contain Jalen Brunson because
Okay.
he makes this team go. So I'm guessing that Herb is that'll be his assignment. Um, really continue to attack on the inside and get that 3 point shooting involved. Um, because we're gonna need that shooting.
Right.
But yeah, just and then push pace a whole lot more. Definitely gonna because Jalen Brunson he pushes that rock. So we don't want to get into a situation where the Knicks are doing to the Pels what the Pels need to be doing to them. As far as in transition, because he's definitely going to push that ball. So we gotta be on it. Gotta be on it.
Yeah, I would say this game here, this is one where we really gotta lock in. And the reason I say that, if you look at Pell's history against the Knicks, man, I believe it's going off top of my head without actually pulling them stats, but I think probably the last 2 or 3 we've dropped against the Knicks. We had some tough losses against them too. Like
Yeah.
I remember Derrick Rose hit a layup and first go to overtime. Lonzo Ball, I remember that, man. We wound up losing that game. We had to go on another game. We had the RJ Barrett game where he had like 43 damn points.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's another one I'm missing. But we just gotta
And I remember those
we
games.
gotta wait with the Knicks, man.
A lot of guys were out, so it'll be nice to, especially with the core.
Yeah. Well, that's always a thing, but still, a loss is a loss. I can't
Mm-hmm.
let us off the hook. Last times we played them, we weren't able to get the Knicks. And this is Zion's second favorite place to play. Y'all remember that comment? So hopefully we can see him get back on track.
Well,
Which is
they
what you
playing
said,
at
right?
the SKC Center.
Oh yeah, why do I keep thinking they're in the Garden, man? I'm
Yeah,
so up tonight.
it's a home game.
I'm so up tonight. I keep trying to put them. I keep trying to give them the advantage.
Yeah, but yeah, Zion's favorite place to play is SKC.
That's his favorite place. His second favorite place to play is the Garden.
There you go.
He said that, and all of a sudden he was getting traded to the damn Knicks again. But
Yeah.
Anyway, I think we need to go out there, man, lock in, handle business. This is a game where I think they can get Bi going. In my opinion, I thought he looked sharp at times tonight, but just kind of like tailed off. You can see he's obviously wanting to shoot that 3 ball more. I think this is a game him and CJ can get going, man, and set us up, because it's still going to be, from what I'm looking at, how we utilizing Zion. I think he's still going to have a little struggle with the Knicks, because they got Mitchell Robinson over there, who he can do a mean impersonation of Jerry Jackson Jr. without the 3-pointer. He's a hell of a interior defender. Then you got Carly Harkenstein, who's also a good defender off that bench, and you got Julius Randle there too, who's not a bad defender. So if they looked at this previous game we played with how they played us against Memphis, and you basically just don't give Zion anything, you hack the shit out of him and hope the refs don't call it, and block everything that he has, keep him frustrated. I think we can still see some growing pains with that if we're going to try to use him in the post the way we were, and not lean into point Zion a little more with some shooters out there, because they had some interesting rotations where I noticed we had like maybe 3 or 4 shooters, but when we put Zion in the game, they didn't do that with Zion a lot. I'm like, wow,
no,
so we got 4 shooters out there, and it's
that
like
didn't make sense.
and then they put Zion in the game, and they put Kyra back in, and Dyson. Like, I get it, we want defense, but like, man, I just want to see him with, maybe if he was with Matt Ryan and Hawk, see at the same time, see how they kind of look like. I think we got a few of those minutes, but not much. But really something where you can't just lock down on him in the paint. I know the Pels will definitely figure it out, but if we're gonna win this Knicks game, I want the pressure to be more on BI right now. Telly can figure that out, how they're gonna do this with this new offense. So for them, the keys to victory to me is to get BI going, man. And if you can get CJ preferably going like how he is, I think that will work too. They don't really have great perimeter defense outside of Josh Hart to me, which, that's saying a lot, because he's a pretty good defender. But I think we can exploit those matchups, and also BI scoring will neutralize whatever you can get from RJ Barrett, because since they had the Jalen Brunson led Knicks, I don't remember him killing us like that. Obviously, you got to contain him, but he gonna get his. So my next out is to try to shut down RJ Barrett and do what you can with Julius Randle. He did drop 25, I think, this previous game in a loss because they didn't win their last game. But most definitely, if you can do that, like pretty much slow those two guys down. I'm anticipating Jalen Brunson still doing what he does because you have Jalen Brunson on CJ. So, but if we can do that, execute our offense at a higher clip than we did tonight, I think the Pels get the dub. But we can't play sloppy like we did tonight and expect to beat the Knicks. Didn't watch them, but at this point right now, I'm willing to bet the Knicks are better than the Memphis Grizzlies at this point in the season. So, you got any closing remarks, Alexa?
Just cut down on turnovers, make better passes.
Mm-hmm.
We need to improve on being able to throw lobs and, passing the ball in the post. We did it a few times, but we got to do a better job. We can't miss those bunnies, those easy points. We got to generate some easier shots.
Right.
So, it makes it easier on the offense. Definitely it seemed like the game was lagging with the Memphis game. So they definitely need to pick it up as far as, just the energy. Because I think definitely the Knicks, they do run a whole lot more, just from memory. I did peek in on the game before the Pelicans game. But, they seem to run a whole lot more. So we're definitely going to have to match their energy. But like I said, for this Memphis game, if we can be disciplined in those areas that I just said, we can win this game against the Knicks.
Right. Most definitely. So shout out to everybody in the chat. And no J Black, we're not opening the chat tonight, but possibly, I don't know if we're going to do a Friday night show. Maybe after Saturday, got to get big with Big Q and see how we're going to do that. Glad to have all y'all back. We officially got the first game of the season under our belt with a W, family. And we will definitely be back here Saturday. So you know what it is, man. Please share this, like this, and subscribe to the Pelicans post-game report, man, so we can keep sending you this top-notch content. Shout out to Alexa for stepping in and giving us some wonderful insight tonight. And with that, family, I'm going to leave y'all, man. Go Pels. Got the dub. And we're going to get one more on Saturday. Peace.
Postgame report on the PRO Media Network for all things Pelicans.
TheWhoThatDaily.com. That's right, TheWhoThatDaily.com. Your one-stop shop for everything New Orleans Saints, New Orleans Pelicans, LSU Tigers, even the top flight boxing news. So if you're a Who That and you're looking for a place to stay up on your team, TheWhoThatDaily.com is your site. TheWhoThatDaily.com for the sport Who That in all of us. That's right, the Pro Shop is the platform store where you can go and buy all the latest merch to support the platform. Available at the Pro Shops, we have dozens of hundreds of products available for you and your family. Unisex tees for men and women, hoodies and sweatshirts, tank tops, kids and baby items, long sleeve tees, mugs, pillows, wall art, bath bedding, face masks, phone cases, stickers, bags, fanny packs,